Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you all so much for the love and the continued support of my channel. Today's video, we will be getting into fragrances that exude opulence. These fragrances are, a range in price points. However, they all will make you smell like and feel like you have like oil tycoon money, okay? So if you are trying to feel like your classiest, most sophisticated, most opulent self, then just keep watching. Hey, you guys, before we start, I just want to thank you all for 17K. I don't want to get into my usual, I love you, I'm so emotional, because y'all already know what is up. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support and just the love that you show me. There are some people that literally watch every single video, that comment on every single video. I have so many writers and so many supporters, and I just want to take this time out to say that you all are absolutely amazing, okay? And so again, thank you for 17K. I'm probably gonna do a small giveaway. You know what? Yes, I will. I have a whole Kerner Barcelona discovery set because I have two and I only need one. So I'm going to give that away. If you are interested in sampling fragrances from Kerner, drop me a comment below and let me know, and I will announce the winner when I get back from vacation. All right. So you guys, modern opulence, what is that? Well, in short, we're smelling rich. We're smelling like we just have it together. We're sophisticated. Some of these are, really unassuming, but that rich vibe is still there. Others, okay, we're knocking down doors. Everyone knows that we're coming, that we're here, that we have arrived. This first fragrance is so gorgeous. And when I tell you, I think only two people that I know have spoken of this fragrance on YouTube. One being the beautiful Kate's Beauty Station. Hi Kate, if you're watching. And the first person I heard mention this also was Monica Tan. I think she did a video on like how to smell like I want to say Arabian princess or something like that. She had a video, I think, in 3 parts. So she did mention this particular fragrance, and recently, like I said, Kate's Beauty Station, spoke on it as well. So you guys, when I received this package, the beautiful LESEDI Llorona III, I was like, what the? First of all, I was expecting just a regular package with a box with the perfume. You guys, my daughter gave me the package and I was like, is this the package you actually signed for? Because it was gargantuan. The box was huge and it was heavy. And I'm like, there is just, there's just no way that this is a perfume in here. They went all out for this presentation. I purchased this fragrance directly from Graf. And if you're not familiar with Graf, it is a luxury jewelry company. And when I say luxury, I mean, luxe, okay? We're talking tens of thousands of dollars for dang near everything on the website. This fragrance is in the shape of an emerald diamond, first of all, okay? And the top is just, it reflects light just depending on the angle. So you get like this little rainbow effect. It's substantially, as far as the weight, it's gorgeous. The presentation is absolutely on 10. But I was like, honey, all this presentation, I mean, white gloves, okay, ribbons, thank you cards, just the whole 9. What does it smell like? Does this stack up to it? That was my #1 question after I saw all the fuss. You guys, this is beautiful. This is feminine, warm, spicy, rose heaven. This is not anything I would consider to be like super loud, room filling, but it's definitely, I would say it's gonna extend maybe a little bit outside of a scent bubble scent, but it is so smooth and so like rich and opulent. It is absolutely beautiful. To me, this is a saffron, the saffron is the star. This saffron, it is the type of saffron that It's got the spicy quality, but it's also got a very slight leathery nuance to it. So that, coupled with the labdanum that's in the base, gives you this sense of like this rose, slightly, you know, like this leathery ribbon running throughout. And it's got a little ginger at the top. To me, this is a very luxurious rose because it is a sensifolia rose. It always smells just top tier in fragrances. This is one of my favorite roses, and it's rich, it's very fragrant, and a sensifolia rose is honeyed, okay? So it's almost like you've got this honeyed rose with this gorgeous bed of violets surrounding it. So it's a little powdery, it's a little spicy, it's beautiful rose, and you're going to feel like a princess, a queen when you wear this fragrance. The presentation, like, I feel like it matches the fragrance so well because you just feel luxurious. This is luxurious, but a little bit more unassuming than one of the next rose saffrons we're about to talk about. This is just, it's like that old money. You know how old money, it's not loud, it's not shouting at you, but it's unmistakably a rich vibe. So if you are in the market for a fragrance that I feel like will work year round, that is rose and saffron dominant, get your nose on this fragrance by Grav. Again, LESEDI Llorona III. All right, so let's get into another rose saffron that is, I mean, honey baby. We are loud up in here. We are announcing our presence. We are filling the room, and we're doing it at a price point that is like, how Sway? Naples Perfumes. This is a part of their new Oriental collection. So this is for the Oriental lovers. If you are shy, this is not for you, okay? Oriental, when I mean Oriental, I'm talking oud, I'm talking rose, I'm talking spicy. I am talking luxury. Something about notes like oud, something about notes like saffron, you know, a dark, rich rose. That is how you get an opulence out of, you know, a scent. There are just certain notes that you put those in, they're automatically gonna smell like C notes. NUIT Royale. Now, it is an extrait de parfum, okay? But the projection and the sillage is really, really monstrous, okay? You don't need a lot of sprays. You do not have to overspray this one, and you rarely will hear me say that on this channel. But you guys, this is rose geranium. Rose geranium together, it is just a magical combo that takes the rose out of that mature smelling, you know, category for me anyway. It does. They just go together very well. Geranium, it's got this this lemony touch to it, and it pairs really beautifully with the rose that they have in here. This also has saffron, incense, raspberry, amberwood, and oud. It is sweetened up by this gorgeous benzoin, but again, rose, saffron. It's very smooth, well blended, gorgeous creation. And I find that even if you feel like this is too much, honey, if you just a little spray behind the knees, you know, before you walk out with whatever else you have on, you're still gonna smell it all the way up here. It's still going to add to the sillage of whatever you're having, and it's just going to add to the richness, the depth, the quality, and the opulence of, you know, another fragrance if you just choose to layer with it. But if you are very confident, okay, if you want people to smell you before they see you, then this one is definitely one you should try. To me, I feel like this is very unisex, but some women may think this leans masculine, so definitely try before you buy. This would not be a safe blind buy unless you're an absolute fan of notes, you know, like rose, saffron, and oud, that combination. Not overly sweet, but again, a little sweetness from like the benzoin and the saffron. But this one is absolutely phenomenal. And for this price point, you cannot beat this. You cannot beat this. These range for a little bit more, I think $245, you know, full price. But you know, Naples, they always have wonderful sales. Just get your nose on it because this is definitely one that is pure opulence in a bottle. Again, that is NUIT Royale. All right, so we're going to get into one more oud, okay? And I promise you I'm done with the ouds because I know oud is not for everyone. This is a newer release from Roja Dove, and this is TAIF oud. So it's funny because this is, how many roses do I have? I can't think off the top of my head how many roses I have. I think maybe like 3, but this would be another oud. Like all of my roses are oud. It's something about the way Roja Dove does oud that is very clean and it is very classy. It's very smooth, well blended. However, this particular oud fragrance is actually quite a departure from the other Roja ouds I have in my collection. And I say that because this oud actually does come across as not as clean. It's a little barnyardy to my nose. And the incense is very substantial in this fragrance. This starts out bright. You know, you've got aldehydes at the top, you've got bergamot, rose geranium, and it does feature a TAIF rose specifically. So it does have a different flair from just your normal Turkish or Bulgarian rose because it's almost like a tea quality to the rose. So it starts off, to me, it's something a little feminine, you know, very uplifting. But on the ultimate dry down, this just becomes a little too oudy for my taste, for my liking. Because typically, like I always say, I can take lots of oud if it's sweet. And for me, this one is not one I would consider a sweet fragrance. It's very floral, it's very warm, spicy, a little aromatic. But this definitely can start to lean masculine because the incense and the oud are very pronounced in this fragrance. So you just have to be a lover of that. Now, this was gifted to me by Twisted Lily. And you know, I was under no obligation to discuss it. And even though I feel like this one is not one for me, if you are a lover of ouds and rose and you really like a very smoky incense, a very heavy oud, but still has, you know, some uplifting qualities to it. Like I said, bergamot, aldehydes, and very different from what the bottle may allude to. Again, quite a departure from the ouds that I have because this is very like front and center oud compared to, I think I have Enigma oud, I have Amber oud, which are just, you know, stunning fragrances that I love so much. But this one did not quite work out for me, but I do still appreciate, you know, the quality of this fragrance, but just leaned a little too masculine for my liking. Again, a gorgeous scent. So if it sounds like something that would be your vibe, definitely check it out. You can always save 10% when you shop Twisted Lily. See the description box below for any details. This next fragrance is one that is at a lower price point, but this is very, very much so a very sexy, opulent fragrance that is going to be right around that $100 price point for a full bottle. And this is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli 64 by HALLEY. Polarizing. I feel like, you guys, if it is a polarizing scent, that is the mark of something special, something good. My top of the top fragrances, they are all very polarizing. Your Baccarat Rouges, your Delenas, this one polarizing. You know, the grapes are polarizing, period. That is just, like I said, it's the mark of something special, in my opinion, all right? So Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli it's very rich, it's vanillic, it's sweet, but not as sweet as the Vanilla 28. This is much more grown up, this is much more sophisticated, and it has a very opulent feel. That patchouli is quite prominent, but it's like a chocolatey patchouli and it doesn't feel dirty to me. I don't like majority of patchoulis and fragrances because they really come off loud, scratchy, dirty. Okay, now if you can give me a chocolatey patchouli that is very well blended, if you can give me a fresh, bright, sparkling patchouli, you know, that is clean, I can do that sometimes. You know, the ultimate judge is my stomach. If I get sick to the stomach, I can't do it, and that is when I know the patchouli will or will not work for me, because a lot of the times it turns my stomach. This one I was very scared to try. I had very, you know, low expectations because the fact that the name had patchouli in it was just a very, you know, a big red flag. The company sent me this in PR, and it was a little bit first sniff for me, okay? Creme brulee, vanilla, Sir Absolute, okay? Not just any old vanilla. This is the most expensive, luxurious forms of vanilla in fragrance. This one, you know, it has, of course, the patchouli, but it has so many other beautiful supporting notes that make it feel quite complex, very niche, okay? Even though HALLEY is a niche house, a lot of the fragrances you can, you know, just by smelling them, you would kind of put into the designer category. But being a niche house has nothing to do with performance, with the smell. The fact that HALLEY, this company, okay, this is a sister company to Huda Beauty. This is not Huda Beauty, this is HALLEY, and they produce fragrance only, okay? Fragrance and fragrance related items is what they sell, and therefore that makes them a niche house. They are not designer. This fragrance smells like a niche fragrance. Okay, so if you're looking for something beautiful, sweet, decadent, opulent, rich, but it won't break the bank, get your nose on this fragrance. Again, very polarizing. So try before you buy, you guys. What is the rush? HALLEY has what, $27, $25 for, you know, the smaller 10 mils. Always start there. Always start there if there is any cause for pause on the notes. And you know, you will be okay. And if you feel like you want to upgrade after that, then Godspeed. But I find this to be very beautiful and definitely one I highly recommend from the house. Again, that is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli 64 by HALLEY. All right, so this next one is going to be from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, and this is HALLEY. Okay, so HALLEY is a fragrance that just exudes class, femininity. It's fruity floral, but there is just something so special about the way this fragrance wears and smells. It has beautiful sillage. It is, you know, they definitely have great performance with this house. Now, is this gonna be as loud and room filling as a lot of their other scents? Maybe just a step down from that, but still, if you overspray this, they're going to smell you across the room, okay? The sillage is gorgeous on this fragrance, but I find that, you know, the musky DNA of this house can be very make or break. I always recommend trying these before you buy them, if at all possible. This particular bottle from the line, they are at a much cheaper price point, but you can get this at discounters because I probably pay half the price, you know, for my bottle. Caught a sale on Max Aroma, but this is gorgeous. So this has notes of peach and passion fruit, two fruits that Paolo Terenzi loves to work with. He has cassis in here, rose and lemon. And this fragrance it's got this composition of floral notes that are very, you know, indiscriminate. You don't know, but you can feel and smell the florals, the green notes. There's a touch of cinnamon, and it's rounded off by vanilla, amber, woody notes, and a base of musk. Now, it is still very musky, a touch down from, you know, the normal Tiziana Terenzi muskiness, but the musk is still there. So like I said, try before you buy. But honey, if you are trying to smell like rich, but you still want a very feminine quality, you're a fruity floral girl, definitely get your nose on this one. It is beautiful, stunning, and it gives me all the feels. The way this dries down on my skin, again, sweet, vanillic, a little creamy, and very fruity. Love this fragrance. Again, HALLEY by Tiziana Terenzi. All right, so this next fragrance is going to be from the house of Vivamo Perfumes, and this is the sister house to Navitus. This is Dark Indulgence, and OMG. If you loved fragrances like Chocolate Queen or Symphonium by Xerjoff, this would be right up your alley. So this has hazelnut, and it has a very rich chocolate you know, component to this, which is definitely going to put you in the mindset of Chocolate Queen. However, this one I feel like lends just a little bit more unisex, and you have less caramel, less, you know, sticky sweetness, and you have the addition of a very, you know, very present orange component. So you are getting that rich, deep, lush chocolate. You're getting the hazelnut, and you're getting a beautiful Brazilian orange. Chocolate in here is quite dark, but it is, you know, accented with a very beautiful amber wood. It's got some ambergris, musk, and vanilla. You guys, this thing is blended to perfection. And this, again, opulence that will not break the bank. If you love a chocolatey note in your fragrance, if you thought maybe Chocolate Queen was good, but maybe a little bit too sweet for your liking or a little bit too feminine for your liking, get your nose on this one, because this one is very unisex. And again, still sweet, but not quite as, you know, dolce de leche and caramel as Chocolate Queen, but this is exquisite. This is such a delicious gourmand. I cannot. I love covering myself with this fragrance now. I feel like this can still work for spring nights because it is sweet and indulgent, so it may be too much for the hot heat like we have here in Georgia. But if you have a date night, you want to smell delicious, but you know, because of their orange, I feel like this is still going to work beautifully in the spring season. So get your notes on this one, you guys. This, again, Dark Indulgence by Viva More Perfumes. All right, so next up is no stranger to the channel. This is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. You guys. Oh, my little baby's just dwindling. I be trying not to wear it because I don't want to buy a new bottle, but I mean, the inevitable is what it is, because I love this fragrance, one of my top vanillas. And this, I feel like, is one of my, you know, classiest vanillas. This one, very, very vanilla. It's definitely a double dose of vanilla. It's more like slightly boozy bourbon type of vanilla. A little bit of spice in there, but nothing overly spicy. The way Guerlain does their vanillas and the way they do spices in their fragrances, very, very well blended. Very, you know, sophisticated, and they have that air of French opulence. Again, unassuming opulence. This is not going to be loud. It's not going to be, you know, all up in your face, but if you come within the space, you know, this leaves a beautiful scent trail. They're going to smell you, and they're going to like, wow, you know, you smell very classy, a little sweet, a little sensual. Like, this is sexy date night vanilla all year, if you ask me. But also, you know, this is so beautiful and sophisticated. This can be black tie vanilla. If y'all guys wear special to go, you want to smell like class, this is the vanilla fragrance that I pull out for an occasion, you know, of importance. So if you have never gotten your nose on this beauty, Siemens is now carrying the line in the US, so a little bit more accessible. You know, when I got this, you had to get these from Guerlain direct. And that was our only option, so I had to blind buy all that kind of stuff. Pop into a Neiman's, see if they have a display, and try this entire range, because the Arts and Materials line of Guerlain is like, this is designer, you know, top tier designer in my opinion. I love this fragrance, and this is opulent vanilla personified. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Let me know in the comments below fragrances that you wear to make you feel your best, most opulent, you know, oil money self. It doesn't have to be expensive, you know. It can be $150, but it makes you feel like $1,000,000. I want to know, so drop me a comment below. Let me know what those fragrances are. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure notification bell is set to all, so you're always in the know when I drop a new video. And last but not least, if you found any value in the content, give the video a big thumbs up as it helps us to grow. Again, you guys, thank you for 17K. Okay, 20K, where you at? I see you on the horizon. It has been real, you all. YouTube, I love you guys. Thank you again, and I will catch you guys on the next one.